If ever you find that the animals in Nod-Krai behave in ways you do not understand, just ask me and I will explain.
Rain? My hair and feathers are gonna get soaked. Time for some preening when I get back.
Take me up!
Hey Ali, how are you doing?
Let's fly!
Clean up, sequence. Hold on to your hats.
Receive my blessing.
I'm going to move for Yelan. Yeah, you can. Hey Zeno, how are you doing? That Chiyuan, yeah, Chiyuan clip was so good. Yeah, like that Chiyuan is actually crazy. I'm confused between Flins or Furina. Who should I get? Flins or Furina? I would maybe suggest. You know what the problem is with Flins is for just a second, like Ali, we can discuss that because I was amazed with that Chiyuan. So like he's crazy as hell. The problem is he's Airo. So yeah, about Flins and Furina, you know what the problem is? Let's say like that. It depends on your account. If you have, let's say, characters whose damage depends on Furina, go for Furina. And after that, you can go for Flins on Riron. Because at the moment, Flins has specific team which can be used in. I mean, mostly he is about lunar charge. So because of that, let's say at the moment his best in slot team is Flins, Yelan, Aino, and Ineffa. When Columbina comes out, like Columbina definitely will replace, most likely if she is going to be a supportive character, she will replace Aino. When it comes, oh my bad, not Aino, she will replace, yeah, let me say the team again, so yeah, not like that. It's Flins, it's Ineffa, it's Fischl or Ororon, and Yelan. It's not Aino, but it depends on constellation. If you have constellation 6 Aino, definitely Aino. But if you don't have, then Yelan, because Yelan can do additional damage and have pretty good application. The problem with Aino, though, she is a circle impact. Why? For example, if you have like the characters like Nuvillet, Navia, Skirk, you know, whose damage depends on Furina, then I would suggest you to go for Furina. If you don't have these characters, then go for Flins. But again, keep that in mind, Flins needs some characters, you know. Flins, like, yeah, you can play Flins without ineffa, but with ineffa his damage is way better. You have if you have only new wallet, maybe like only because of new wallet, I don't know, because let's say like that. Skirk depends on Furina, then like Navia can be used with Furina. You can use new wallet with Furina. We have several characters, you know. You can also use Flins with Furina. In that case, you need to go for Staff of Homa. And like, yeah, because this weapon, if you see that, like when the wielder's HP is less than 50%, and Furina can reach that, because Furina drain your HP and she gives you like exactly 50 or less. In that case, you can activate this passive, which is actually good. You know why? Because if you have Staff of Homa, that passive and Furina makes this weapon third best weapon for Flins. So yeah, it's like that. It depends on your account. If you like, let's say like that, if you like Flins gameplay, by the way, Flins is also like might be useful in overloaded teams against Hydra enemies. You know, like he has some like options, but not so much. I have New Wallet, Nahida, Skirk, Escoffier, Zhongli. Go for Furina. Verisa, Baiju, Mavuika, that's all. Go for Furina. You know why? Your account, if you have Skirk, definitely go for Furina. Skirk is extremely... You know what? You're not going to regret by not getting Flins. You know why? Let's say like that. Furina can be played in so many teams. By the way, you can go the team like with other characters as well. Let's say you can go the team like xilonen, Furina, ineffa, and anyone else. Like, yeah, you don't have ineffa, but again, you can go for ineffa in the future. Ineffa is pretty good supportive character. But keep that in mind, Furina's rerun is going to be next. Like, I don't know when we're going to get Furina's rerun, you know, that's a problem. But Flint's rerun will be within 4 patches. So like, let's say for example, if you decide in the future to go for Flint, you can always do that in the future, like in 4 patches or something. But Furina will get her rerun next time, maybe in 8 patches. Just keep that in mind, it's possible. Yes, we cannot say it in advance, but most likely it's going to be like that. So I would say Furina. If you have Skirk, if you have New Wallet, then go for Furina. Unfortunately, you don't have xilonen, but you have a Escoffier. Since you have a Escoffier, you can go Skirk, and that team is going to be great. About Shiyuan, like Shiyuan is actually like his animation is crazy. By the way, he has extremely great exploration ability. I will do the video tomorrow. I didn't want to like place all of the videos in one day because no one watches anyway. Like, yeah, YouTube kind of like, you know, like I post the same videos on TikTok and I got like pretty decent amount of watches. On YouTube it just cut my views, I don't know why. So yeah, only one videos get something. So I just like, I will post the videos tomorrow. So yeah, he has a crazy and like exploration ability. I don't know if it's his echo or something, but he's crazy. The problem is he's Airo. So we have Cartesia, we have Yuno, we have Chacona, we have Airo Rover, which is actually good characters, all of them. We have Jian, you know, and now we have like Shiyuan. So yeah, like kind of a lot of Airo characters. But again, it is what it is. He's not bad. If I'm not mistaken, he buffs heavy attacks, and he is the best support for Galbrena. Hey Mirak, how are you doing? Wow, you're so right. I never thought about it. Oh yeah, like about reruns, yeah, like about reruns definitely. You know why? Because the problem with old characters, they were going their reruns like not so often, and that's a problem. So because of that, go for Furina, just have fun, because you know like why? Building Furina is extremely easy. You need to go for, let me show you my build. Go for this weapon, you definitely have at least one copy, it's Favonius one. Artifact set, it's like, yeah, I use TOAM, but she is actually pretty flexible. You use like Golden Troop. You need to go for her signature set, which is like Golden Troop, and that's it. HP, and like, yeah, by the way, like yeah, it's kind of the same HP, and like crit damage or crit rate, it depends on your stats, and that's it. She's easy to build. The only condition I would say, it's energy recharge. Try to give her as much as possible. Like 200 is okay, you know? Like with new wallet you can lower that number, but without, it's like, yeah, you need like something like that. Hey Misha, how are you doing? What gacha game you guys talking about? Oh, it's about Wuva. Wuthering Waves, like today we got like Wuthering Waves 2.7 special broadcast, and that was crazy because they revealed like 2 new characters, Galbrena, which is going to be fusion or pyro main DPS, and Shiyuan. Most likely Shiyuan is going to be supportive and DPS as well, like Yuno. You know why? Because recently I use Yuno a lot, and Yuno actually has pretty good damage potential. I don't have her signature weapon, and even without signature, she's doing pretty well, especially with Chakona. Chakona can buff all of the Iroh characters, and that means you can use Chakona with Shiyuan. Like Chiyuan or Shinchu, Chiyuan. So yeah, that new Iroh resonator. And his animation is cool. I just check how courtesy rotation works with Chakona and Iroh Rover, and it's like complicated. No, it's not complicated. I usually just mash. No. It's not like that. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much, Mishra. No. Like, actually, like, Cartesia's rotation is extremely easy. What you need to do? You need to do like 4 or 5, if I'm not mistaken, normal attacks. Like, let's say like that. 4 or 5 normal attacks. You just need to put her skill, and after that do your like heavy attack or like charge attack. After that you get all of the 3 buffs. Like, you can say it's kind of like stacks, and only after that you can press her burst to convert into fleur-de-lis, and that's it. Actually, she is extremely easy. The only problem is normal attacks, because you can be yeah, she doesn't have resistance to interruption, so you can be interrupted. That's it. But she's crazy, actually. After that, by the way, when it comes to Chakona, you just need to use her skill, burst, it's up to you, and then switch to, like, Courtesy. Anyway, like, I like the team, because, you know why? I use Courtesy Chakona with Iuno. I use Chakona with other characters as well. She's crazy. Again, it depends on, like, yeah, intro and not combo and skill, give one sword, like, and plunge. Yeah, plunge to activate. I mean, I don't use plunge, to be honest, but yeah, like, I use heavy attack, normal attacks, and her skill. And after that, I got all of the 3 stacks. And even if I have enough energy, I just convert her into the fleur-de-lis. And by the way, you know what? When you get all of the stacks, you can switch to other characters and play them. After that, switch back. The only one stack which is actually you lose, it's normal attack, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's possible you lose. It disappears in like within like 30 seconds or something. I don't know exactly. New bullet, I believe, resonates well with Lauma, if I'm not wrong. New bullet, and like, you can use new bullet. With, oh, by the way, guys, you know what? I'm going to show you Stygian with this, my build, because recently I noticed that actually you don't need so much crit rate to use Lauma. Let's do that first, actually. Let me farm this crystal. I would suggest you to farm this crystal. You know why? Because if you want to... Problem is, we have that trashy stuff, you know, which is actually like not work as you expected. Anyway.
Insulation chamber. Let's see how you handle this ground.
Try.
Yeah, I like that Birgitta, not gonna lie.
I got careless.
Take me up.
The wrong test
And that's
subject.
it, he's done. Alright, let me grab these crystals first. Because you know why? I tested like that Lauma with crit rate and without crit rate. And you know, like, looks like she always crits, especially in Stygian also. When you are in Overworld, yes, it's a little bit difficult maybe sometime to do like crit hits. But in Stygian, you can kind of like can do it like constantly. Yeah, like like first feel the forte of Chacona, then do heavy attack, use... Oh yeah, that's true, like yeah, that is true. Like usually I do the same. I use like, actually it's easy by the way. You can do like her before cancel stuff. So yeah, you just like do couple normal attacks, and when she reach like fourth one, you just like jump. That's it. Then you do like heavy attack, which is actually vortex and has a great crowd control. After that I use her burst, and after that you switch. That is true, yeah. Usually I do something like that. The quick swap between rover and Chacona is difficult to pull up, but I don't use rover. Like I don't use rover actually. I use shorekeeper with that team. I never use rover. You know why? My rover is havoc, like all the time, because I don't have pretty good havoc DPS. So because of that, I keep him as a havoc. And every video I check, they have different rotation. Like why? No, look, like for real? Actually, no. Like let's say like that. Like miracle. Like I'm going to go. I want to wish for Galbrena definitely. I will do it on the stream most likely. So we'll see. If I do that, like yeah, I can do. Maybe I can do some like Wuthering Waste next stream, like for 30 minutes, something like that. No problem. In that case, I can show you my rotation, what I usually do. By the way, that before cancel for Chacona, it's extremely easy to achieve. It's not so difficult. You just need to get used to that, and that's it. But the rotation is straightforward. I mean, with Cartesia. So yeah, let me show you the team. So ineffa, oh, not ineffa, of course. Like Aino with this weapon because of energy, but you can go Graves Sword as well. It depends on you. So yeah, this set, which is her signature set. Nahida. Try to give Nahida as much as possible elemental mastery. You know why? Because I will show you why. Mona with energy recharge and Lauma with the same amount of crit rate. I don't want to switch the weapon because I can switch. Usually, like let's say like that, I tried with this weapon. This weapon gives me additional 33 crit rate, but my elemental mastery goes down by actually a lot. In that case, yeah, I have like crit rates, but looks like you don't need so much crit rate, especially against that boss. And the point is, if you check team bonuses, you see this ones. So yeah, it says that if you have ascendant glimpse activated when you have like, you see this like check boxes when you have two Nod-Krai characters on your team. But what it says, Anemo or Dendro increases this damage by 2.25 for every 100 elemental mastery. On my Nahida at the moment, just a second, you can do actually like 800s, right? 800s gives me about 18% or something. Let me just check it. Yeah, 18%. Yeah, like, and also on top of that, I use Mona. Oh my god. And Mona, they'll... What? Yeah. Mona, like Hydro character, scales on HP. Each 100 HP gives like 0.6. And that one is like 15k, just a second. Gives me like 9%. It means like from both characters, I get 27% more lunar related damage. The maximum possible is 36%. Actually, it's pretty decent amount, you know? Okay, but I will pull for Galbrena also, like here. You lose damage when you use Shorekeeper. I mean, you know what? Actually, no. You know why? Oh, yeah, like, let's say like that. Yeah, that is true. You lose some damage, but Shorekeeper can do, like, let's say like that. You can use Shorekeeper, like, you can feel her forte. After that, use her charge attack, which I always do. After that, use her burst. If you have enough energy recharge, yeah, like 250 gives you enough to, like, to use it. After that, Chacona, after that, like, Cartesia. And actually, the damage is great, you know? Galbrena, yes. What about you? Team is like... But anyways, Cartesia can solo, and it's so fun to play. Yes, Cartesia can solo, but not all of the stuff, you know? Like, she is powerful, but not so much powerful. Because, like, in some cases, she needs some buff. Like, and she needs not only buff, by the way, she needs healing as well. What's the problem? When she converts into Fleur-de-Lis, she lost, she lose like 50% of her HP. Keep that in mind. So yeah, like, she needs some healing. I think Cartesia rerun will be... Oh yeah, maybe it's possible. I'm guaranteed Flins, so my Electro team is perfectly built. About that, like, Mishra, if you... Like, Flins is actually extremely... Like, he is a good character, not gonna lie. I didn't expect, like, he can do so much damage. But you know what's my... like, let's say like that. My thoughts about Flins and Nefer. Flins, like, personally, will get more damage than Nefer. But because you know why? Nefer has a great supportive character like Lauma. Only because of that, in my opinion. Because, like, you cannot compare ineffa with Lauma. Lauma is way better. She can rush red. She gives you, like, damage scaled of elemental mass, which scales on EM, you know, like, huge amounts. Because of that, in my opinion, raw damage for Flint is better, is going to be higher than Nefer damage. But team-wise DPS, they will be equal. You know, something like that. And by the way, recently they kind of like, it wasn't nerf or buff, it was kind of like, you know, adjustment to team DPS. But Chacona makes her a beast. Yeah, Chacona make her beast, like Yuna makes Augusta beast, the same thing, like Chacona makes, actually Chacona makes beast not only Cartesia. Chacona makes beast Yuno. Chacona can makes beast Airo Traveler as well. Chacona makes beast Jian. Chacona is extremely crazy. And by the way, if you ask me, what's better for Yuno, weapon or Chacona? I would say Chacona, because Chacona gives you about 40 to 45% more damage. You know, weapon gives you about 18 to 20%, but Chacona gives you way more, like, higher damage. So I was planning to pull for Flins, after which my team will become like Flins ineffa. Oh, so if you have ineffa, that's crazy. Furina, and I wouldn't suggest you to go for Furina. And I will explain you why. You know what's the point is? Let me finish this one first. And after that I will explain why I wouldn't say it. Like, no need to go for Furina is bad. Just a second. Yeah, you need like couple tries.
Let me scry. Yeah.
Lush as the moon.
Delve into destiny.
Yeah.
Make yourselves at home.
With one heart, we prep.
Look, the rainbow! Written in the stars.
Receive my blessing. Stay your hand.
Like, just a little bit energy.
Let's leave her to look.
The the problem is I don't have enough maybe energy. You need to grab particle anyway.
Lush as the moon.
Let me scry. Sharing my knowledge.
By the frost moon of old.
Let's attack. Fate is upon me.
Branch into song.
You see, like, you don't need so much crit rate. You can actually, like, kind of, like, destroy that one so easily without any crit rate. And by the way, I did, like, first time I, like, I didn't hit the sets with Lauma. That's why the damage was low. But when you hit, like the sets with Lauma, you actually don't need so much crit rate. Hey Zora, how are you doing? I don't know if I just me, but like I have a huge skill issue in WoW. Yeah, me too, like Mirak. Like it's not only you, by the way. You know why? Because if you compare WoW with Genshin, it's completely different character enemy, like games, enemies, characters. So yeah, it's completely different games. You need to parry, you need to dodge in time. By the way, using Cartesia, it's so easy to dodge. You know why? Because she can do charge attacks and can like, yeah, dodge or like counter attack most attacks. It's actually like cool. All right, I'll take that. Yeah, definitely. All right. So yeah, if you notice that, so yeah, you don't need so much crit rate on Lauma because like, but keep that in mind, it's only in Stygian, unfortunately. In Overworld, sometimes you need some like maybe a little bit more crit rate. But again, when this says like it's crit, etc., something like still like Lunar Bloom is still a transformative reaction. It's a reaction that can crit, but it doesn't mean like you need like huge amount of crit rate. Like 40, it's maybe 50, it's more than enough. I would suggest you to invest into energy recharge, like 145, actually 150. It's a good point, you know. Alright, so yeah, about Flint's team. Are you on T7? I'm so drained in like right now in Hova. I'm going to... Oh, about that? No, yeah, okay, it's... I can't play with you like Mira because I'm on like Caesar. For real? Why you just... But who is the better for like, yeah, just a second, Misha. So yeah, about like the team you told me about, like you like why Furina is bad. You can use Furina, but only in case if you have ineffa, and also you have this weapon. You know what's the problem is? I mean, yeah, you still can use Furina. You can use Yelan. Why? Because Yelan, yes, Flins doesn't need fast hydro application. So in that case, even Shinchu is okay. But why Yelan? Because Yelan has personal damage. Yes, you cannot benefit from like Yelan's passive, which gives you damage. Like, yeah, this one. Because, you know, like, yeah, Lunar doesn't like work with damage at all. But again, Yelan can be good because of her HP. As you know, like we have that lunar resonance, like not lunar, like this one. And the more HP you have, you can get more lunar buff. You know, like this one, which is Hydro increases its damage by 0.6 for every 1k max HP, you know? So yeah, it's actually, because of that, Yelan is better than Shinchu. But on the other hand, if you don't have, for example, ineffa, you can use Shinchu because Shinchu gives you some healing, you know, like you need some healing with Flins, unfortunately. If you don't have enough, but you have ineffa, so you're alright. I tried to pull for Yuna because of her big personality. Yeah, of course, her big personality, but like Lost 50 guarantee on like Cartesia. Oh yeah, like if you ask me like which one is better, Cartesia or like Iuno, Cartesia, definitely go for Cartesia. No need to go for Iuno. You know why? Iuno is good, but Iuno's, like if you compare personal damage, like Iuno's personal damage and Cartesia, Cartesia is way better. Yes, Iuno has some great abilities. She has a pretty unique and like pretty fun gameplay, I would say. She's also a healer, you know. Her gameplay is pretty easy. You use her skill, then you go underwater, like press that spacebar. After that, do normal attacks. And by the way, she can do that non-stop. I mean, as soon as you use her healing abilities, her E is back. You can use E again. And if that jump like button or something, it's shiny, like in green, you get extremely high damage. You can also use her burst, which increase her personal damage. She has pretty good like kit, but that kit not even close to like Cartesia's damage. Cartesia is just crazy if you build her correctly. Yeah, big personality. Yeah, that's true. After planning Vuva doing like holograms, I feel sleepy playing. Yeah, that is true. Oh, I have Nefer and I'm playing to use xilonen with the team because of the rush red and also like heals. Rush red and heals. Yes, you can use xilonen, but keep that in mind again. If you use xilonen, this set is completely useless with Flins, and that weapon is also useless. So if you use her signature, just keep that in mind. So in that case, it's better to use another weapon, because this weapon gives you damage, which is actually like, yeah, not so, like, yeah, they just don't understand this damage. That's it. You can use xilonen, but again, at the moment, Mishra, the best team for Flins, it's Flins, Yelan, Sucrose, and Nefer. Oh, by the way, we can do some tests. You know what? Just a second. We can do some tests. Just a second. Let's go like, let's say like that.
Don't tell me they did it again.
Actually, like it's better to switch. Right then. Do I have enough? Oh yeah, I can use maybe xilonen.
All right, after you.
Yeah, something like that, right? Just a second. We have a great like Vivian, as you know, she's Hydro. Sucrose will be much better for Flint's team. Yeah, like Sucrose is better because it's but yeah, keep that in mind. You know what? As you know, guys, we have Jahoda. Jahoda is going to be an Emo, and I expect that Jahoda is going to be better than Sucrose in the future. By the way, Jahoda is might be within Columbina. Just keep that in mind. I assume she's going to be in Columbina. You know why? Because we have characters ID like revealed. Just a second, let me check it. And Durin has so yeah, Aino was 121, Nefer was 122, Durin is going to be 123, Jahoda is 124, and Columbina is going to be 125. So most likely they will release Jahoda within Durin banners or maybe within Columbina's banner. Just keep that in mind. But she definitely will be kind of like in near future. Like we need to wait a couple patches. I assume that Jahoda will be better than Sucrose, because Jahoda is a Nod-Krai character, you know, you can use her. But again, like at the moment, the best Flins team is Flins, is Yelan, is Sucrose, and ineffa. It's free-to-play team, by the way. I know why Vuva livestream better than Genshin. Vuva livestream is not better, Miracle. Like no one's watched Vuva stream, so because of that, I don't do Vuva stream so much. I use Favonius always on xilonen. Favonius, yeah, like, that is true. Like if you use Favonius, yeah, like you know why? I don't use Favonius because I have enough energy recharge. So yeah, but you can. I mean, like, yeah, it depends. It depends on your build. But that's true, like, yeah. The major problem is I don't have What? Come on. Oh yeah, you will be alright. You know why? Because Sucrose is going to be within Flint's banner. You're lucky, actually. As you know, guys, Flint's banner is actually crazy when it comes to new players. You can check it. It's going to be Sucrose, it's Aino, and Dori. Why? So yeah, it's actually full team. because Dori is a healer. You need healer and another electro character with Flins. Keep that in mind. That's why ineffa or any other character. Why healer? Because if you don't have ineffa, you need one healer. Sucrose, you need only Constellation 2. So yeah, because she provides 75% elemental mastery out of her passives. So yeah, you need like higher Constellation. Aino is Constellation 1 is okay. Constellation 6 is crazy because her Constellation 6 gives you additional 35% lunar damage. Just a second. Let me check that. Yeah. So yeah, first Constellation gives you additional elemental mastery, which is valuable for Flins, and like 6th Constellation gives you damage. It's 15 and plus 20. So it's in general, like in total it's like 35%. When it comes to Sucrose though, just a second. You don't need so much constellations actually. Like first constellation gives you additional charge. It's actually extremely useful. Second one, yeah, this one. Increase like her burst by 2 seconds. So yeah, you don't need all other constellations actually. Yes, you can get, oh, by the way, you don't need to. You know why? Last constellation gives you damage, which is not so useful again, like within Nod-Krai. Just keep that in mind, because that elemental damage doesn't work. When it comes to other, like, yeah, you can actually, like, kind of, like, keep it at level 9, like 6, you know, and level 3 comes out of, like, constellations. So, yeah, the most important thing for her is elemental mastery, as much as possible, because this passive, you see this one? Oh, no, this one. This one. So, yeah, like when her skill or burst hits an opponent, increase all party members, like, excluding Sucrose, elemental mastery by amount 20% of Sucrose. So yeah, for 8 seconds. Xilonen Reshret lunar damage. The major problem is like, yeah, you will, to be honest, Flins and Nefer, Aino is good team for 4 spot can be, no, like you can use, like, yeah, Aino, yes, Aino is good. Aino is not bad. But again, like, it depends, you know why? Let's say like that. If you don't have Aino's Constellation 1 at least, I would say Yelan is better, because Yelan, like for example, if you have a Yelan with 30k HP, like 29, right? You can get, like, if you 29 multiply by 0.6, you can get 17% more lunar damage out of like this stuff. So it's better to use Yelan, not even Shinchu. You see that? Oh yeah, I don't have to, like, but yeah, it's like it's not activated. But if you activate that, you see that Hydra increases damage by 0.6 for every 1k HP, max HP. So yeah, because of that, Yelan is better. I hope Jahoda releases in the new wallet banner, because I will be investment into like low. No, like I don't think new wallet will get Jahoda. If you ask me, most likely it's going to be, but we'll see. You never know. Maybe they will release Jahoda in Durin's banner. It's also possible. You know why? She's anima after all. The only reason why I want to keep Furina in the team instead of Aino, because she has 30k. So it will be stronger. Okay, yeah, actually that's a point, but keep that in mind. You will be low on HP, so it might be like, yeah, you know, like you need to build your ineffa with a high attack possible. No need to give her elemental mastery, sands or goblet, something like that. Just attack and like crit rate, crit damage. And by the way, about the weapons, you know what, guys? Looks like Staphahoma is not a third best weapon, because actually this weapon is also extremely great, and it surpasses Staphahoma when you have 50% or lower HP, because it provides enough crit rate, and it has highest base attack, and also it's increased attack by 3.2%, like for 6 seconds, like when you like do like normal attacks. That's it, like when you hit on hit, and you do that. So like you can get this 12% damage for 10 seconds easily with Flins. And actually it's pretty crucial. You know why? Higher base attack, like stuff like Homa has a low base attack, but has crit damage. But you can replace, instead of going for crit rate circlet, you can go like crit damage circlet. You will be alright. So yeah, like let's say like that. When it comes to numbers, this weapon might be better. Just keep that in mind. If you have that weapon. 3 copies of Primordial Jade is wild. Yeah, like, oh yeah, for me, yes. Let's say like that. I don't refine them, but who knows, you know? So yeah, because like if you refine them, you get like a little bit more. Yeah, 3.9, 15%. So maximum you can get 20 if I'm not mistaken, or 24. Actually, it's like it's my luck. So yeah, let's just do this one.
Bond is strong. Letting brave names echo.
Annihilation mode.
You see my shield is
Shadow Raven, out of my way.
Bring it. Defensive mode engaged. Ultimatum protocol.
No rest for the wicked.
Dissipate. Hear the echoes
But
of the
damage is cool,
valley.
considering that all of the characters are kinda sub DPS and support.
Lightning terrified. By royal
That will annihilation mode. Accelerating.
Midnight Fantastic.
Let the mountain's veins boil.
Installation chamber deployed. Ultimatum
I'm not going to
protocol.
kill him. But you see the damage. And by the way, it's without second. It's without second 35k something. It's without second Nod-Krai. Just a second. Let me go for a second. I have a copy of Primordial as well. Yeah, by the way, like, yeah, I think like xilonen works well instead of sucrose. No, no, xilonen doesn't work well instead of sucrose. Because you know why? I mean, you like, no, it's not like sucrose is better. Sucrose is way better. You know why? Because sucrose can reshred 40%. It's higher than xilonen provides you, which is like only 36. On top of that, sucrose gives you additional 75% elemental mastery. So like in all cases, sucrose is better. And by the way, you like, if I'm not mistaken, like players already did calculation. It's about 10% better. Sucrose is about 10% better than xilonen in Flins team.
Accelerating.
Let's say like that. If you can sacrifice 10%, then yes, do it. Now let's go like, yeah, instead of sucrose, let's go Aino. And by the way, damage in that case will be higher.
Let me down, Kerplunkatron.
Because like, yeah, moon side, so ascending glistens, like, yeah. Yeah, I think like xilonen works well instead of, so yeah, like, okay.
Defensive mode.
Bring it. Hear the echoes of the valley. Being done.
Annihilation mode.
See like 33k instead of like,
Midnight Fantastic. Letting brave names echo. Durin.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
like 65 something, 60. So yeah, it's like, it's higher damage. It's like obviously like it's better damage.
Odd reveal button. Let the mountain's veins boil. You on this.
Insulate that will leave us.
Alright. It's 42 instead of 35, you see guys? So it's actually like about like pretty decent like when you have like second. And by the way, it's I build my like ineffa like yes, she's DPS, sub DPS. Alright, so yeah, let's try another one. I want to try Lauma actually, because you know why? We have Hydro, right? In that case we can go just a second. And let's go healer. You know why? Because actually we cannot freeze that Vivian anyway.
Time to broaden our horizons again.
Right? In that case, let's go healer maybe. This is actually like pretty good like test. I mean Vivian. We have 2 of them. To be honest, if you ask me, I don't like this animation. Yeah, it's slow. It's super slow, and like I would suggest you don't use it at all. But again, this may be fun. You can do some exploration with that ability. But yeah.
Grow! Lash attack!
Attack defrosting!
Temple of Wisdom!
With one heart, we pray. Lush as the moon.
Goose on the loose!
Sharing my knowledge! Good luck!
Branches a song for the everlasting forest.
Durin, ineffa! I'm cold.
A burst of flavor!
The ebb and flow is over.
Alright. Let's try. Let's change tactics. Let's change tactics. Maybe. Yeah, Shinshin is not the case in this case. I can go like maybe like this healer, but it's also not a great idea.
What shall we do?
We need some shielding, okay. Okay, let's try this one. Hey Peggy, how are you doing? I became a xilonen main again after 2 months of retirement. I mean, yeah, xilonen main. I mean, most likely you mean not main, but like kind of exploration wise. Yeah, she's not bad, but xilonen and Constellation Zero, she's not a DPS though.
Make yourselves at home!
Solidify!
Lush as the moonlight.
Yeah, 230. Actually, it's not a bad damage.
Committed to memory! Xilonen! Looks like playtime over.
Stabilize!
The Temple of Wisdom! This may turn a little.
By the frost moon of old, receive my blessing.
Solidify!
Committed to memory! Yes!
Branches a song.
This may turn a little.
Forest.
I don't like this
Take my
stuff. Like
broken
in,
crown.
for example, in Hoover, we don't have that. Like when you oh yeah, we have the same actually. Okay, let me revise them. It's easy to defeat Vivian with a casual Natlan team like it. Yes, you can, but I do some tests. Yes, of course you can. Casual, you can do like 4 stars. Actually, like back then, I remember like I like did like a lot of tests with 4 stars. So yeah, you don't even need like some 5 stars to do that. Yeah, she hits pretty hard, but yeah, if you get used to the moves, you actually can do pretty well. Okay, so yeah, about the Stygian, about the Flins. Yeah, let's do maybe. I don't know actually. So the point is, you can use overloaded teams against, like with Flins, when you fight against like Hydra enemies. So yeah, it's kind of like Tulpa or Vivian, you know. Let's try overloaded teams.
I'm all warmed up.
Unfortunately, like, yeah, the problem is, can you activate that overload? Can you activate Chivalrus at all? I mean, in that case, you can't activate Chivalrus. I mean, yes, you can. You know how? You can activate with, like this. You can go ineffa first. After that, you use Bennett Circle. After that, you use Eon's normal attacks, infused by Pyro, and you get overloaded. And after that, you Chivalrus. Actually, it's possible. Let's try it. But you need like some energy. Oh my god. Let's just get some energy.
Off we go.
What was that? Alright.
Let's light it up. Final warning.
Alright.
Adventure time.
So yeah, you can do that. Like you can like hit enemy with infused attack. You can get overloaded, and
Off we
after
go.
that,
Adventure time.
Clean up.
Teamwork is great. Control breathing. Full speed ahead. Stop right there. Justice will
Ultimatum protocol.
combat skill. Actually, it's cool.
Insulation chamber.
Everybody stand faster. Form first.
Let's move.
Drop your... Final warning.
Awaiting.
Yeah, actually, damage is cool, but if you notice that, like, even with the Nefer and
Adventure
Bennett,
time.
and you keep like just imagine Flins. The point is, guys, like Flins might be a little bit vulnerable when it comes to like you need to do some dodge. Without that, it might be difficult to use them. Okay, so yeah, we discussed Flins, guys. So yeah, like if you have any question about the Flins in Nefer, by the way, I assume that Nefer is going to be good. The problem with Nefer, what I see at the moment, she has some animation on her skill, burst, and like especially charge attacks, which is actually bad. I hope she's not going to be second Yaimiko. Because as you know, guys, I wanted to go for Yaimiko so bad back then, but I skipped Yaimiko completely because of that animation time. It's actually difficult to use. Yes, Nefer will get resistant to interruption, which is actually cool.
It always rains when...
But again, it's like, yeah, she has like... So yeah, unfortunately I cannot clear like diary mode with one shot because I don't have enough damage with my Lauma. Yeah, I need to level up at least her burst up to level 9, which increase my damage. So yeah, I need this mats. But let's try to do it. At least it's possible, like in like not one shot, but yeah. That was second.
Minute memory. Shadows of fate.
But the rotation is the same. You just need more damage.
Receive my blessing.
Delve into destiny.
You poor lost lamb. With one heart, we pray.
Let's attack! Decided by destiny!
It's not gonna work. Despite that damage to 65, it's not gonna work because, like, yeah, I didn't activate that. Mona did.
This way, pretty little.
Lush is the moon.
Committed to memory.
Let me scribe.
Roll. The Temple of Wisdom.
By the frost moon of old.
Ding dong.
Written in the stars.
Receive my blessing.
This is gonna work, but not oh my god, for real? Huh, that's my fastest, like, actually that's 46 seconds. That's my fastest one, so it's possible to do that. I didn't know that. Huh, nice. Alright, so you don't need to level up. Her talents. Just a second. It was a diary mode, right? Yeah, that was diary mode. Alright. I need to check that. Just a second. Let me write down the timing. So yeah, will you go for Nefer? I don't know. I definitely will do like a couple multis on like at least 4-star, like 2 4-star on Flins banner. You know why? Because, by the way, today is the last day when you can like benefit from like 120. So yeah, just I will keep that definitely. So yeah, like if you notice that, guys, like you don't need so much crit rate. You just like don't need so much crit rate, because if you check my builds, let me show you. Like, but it depends. If you don't have level up your burst up to level 9 or 10, you need more seeds to you need more seeds. You need to activate more seeds than like 6, you know, because let's say like that with 10-10, if I'm not mistaken, with a decent like normal build, you need to activate only 6 seeds, and you can like kill that enemy super fast. If you like don't have the seeds, like if you don't have 6 seeds, you need a little bit more, maybe 7, maybe 8, maybe 9, something like that. But it's still possible, even with like let's say, let me show you by the way. Like I have like, yeah, Aino is constellation 0, Nahida constellation 0, Mona constellation 2. Let's say like that. Yeah, second constellation gives you some additional, yeah, something like lunar charge damage, you see, by 15%, so you need at least constellation 1. Would be nice to get constellation 4 if you have, because at the same time you can increase like this talent, which is maximum possible is 60% damage bonus, which also can increase your damage, keeps in mind. So yeah, like Mona is the best one. And why Mona is the best one? If you use Diona cannot do bloom damage, and it's extremely difficult to collect Verdant Dews, you know. So yeah, with Mona you can actually do it pretty easily, because you need to do bloom damage on an enemy to collect Verdant Dews. Hey Tanuki, how are you doing? 3 copies of Willy yeah, to be honest, Flint's not that bad without ineffa. Yeah, like Mirak, let's say like that. Flint's is good. You know what's a problem with Flint's? What is going to be like a slightly problem in my opinion? His survivability. You need to use Cookie Shinobu, but it's going to be difficult. Let's say if you will play against like pyro enemies, it's going to be a nightmare for you. You will die immediately with Flins without shield. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Even with shield, with a shield, you will be like, you will struggle a lot. But without shield, it's going to be nightmare because he's Electro. You will attack. Like, since he doesn't need like a fast hydro application, you just yeah, you will struggle a lot because you can use like Furina or any other. And yes, because of that, you can somehow do some like overloaded also. So yeah, might be a problem. But again, if you like Flins, go for Flins. Flins not bad at all. It's like he's actually pretty good. And yeah, by the way, have you seen that video about, oh yeah, Mirak, you saw that. So yeah, about that crazy like drug dealer's cats in in WoW. That was crazy actually. They made couple more that some fun. I will release a video maybe in couple days. Unfortunately, it's like I have a lot of videos, but like, you know, like I actually do like about couple videos a day. I need to do more of that. So yeah, no need to keep the videos, to be honest, because you know, some of them became like irrelevant after a couple days. All right, so yeah, let's just, it's what team I use? It's Lauma. Ah, it's Aino. About the Flins, guys, I wish you best of luck because like oh yeah, by the way, don't forget about like Sunday's special program or something. I don't know if they actually like announced that on a last live stream that they will do separate live stream for anniversary, but we'll see. Again, it's questionable.
Do not be afraid.
To be honest, it's like, yeah. Hey Yoni, how are you doing? No, Yoni, who are you, Yoni? How are you doing, Yoni? How's it going? Alright, so yeah. So yeah, if you have Lauma, you actually like, even with this build, you can do that kind of like close to one-shot that diary. You know, crap. It's not so difficult. By the way, you don't need to, like, again, as I mentioned, you don't need so much crit rate. Crit damage, yes, you need crit damage. Because without crit damage, actually, I noticed that the damage is low. But crit rate? No, you don't need so much crit rate. Elemental Mastery for Lauma is way more important than crit rate. Because you see that, Lunar Bloom damage, so increase like damage by dealt by Lunar Charge and Lunar Bloom by, like, yeah. Now let's just switch, it's 213%, right? Now let's switch the weapon. Just like, let's check like how it's changed, you know, like the damage stuff. I would say, you know, like it's actually like pretty decent amount. It's 30% less damage. So yeah, that's why 30% is actually like, and by the way, if I'm not mistaken, it's not additive. It's not additive, but I might be wrong. Anyway, you can use like this weapon, you can actually like use sacrificial. Why I use sacrificial? Sacrificial give me the chance to use second skill, which is actually extremely useful, and also it gives some energy. Yeah, I barely see you streaming anymore. Yeah, no problem. Like, yeah, if you're busy, no problem. But can we see your lawn? Yes, of course you can. By the way, like you can always join, like check my profile if you will. So Lauma is here. But let me show you. At the moment, you know what? Like, I used to use like 4 pieces of that signature DPS, but I wouldn't suggest you to do that. I wouldn't suggest you to go for this one. You know what's the problem with this one? This one says that if the equipment, yeah, when nearby party members triggers lunar reaction, it means you definitely need at least one of them. And the problem is, it's like intent like for 4 seconds. So you need to do some like you need to trigger lunar reaction, if I'm not mistaken, as I got it correctly, like within 4 seconds every time. So it's kind of like, let's say it's either ineffa, you know, whose Birgitta attacks every 2 seconds, or like Aino, 2 seconds as well, you know, something like that. And that's not worth it. You still can get 30% crit rate, which is actually true, and some damage, etc., something like that. But let's say like that, this set is good for Flins, This set is definitely good for Nefer, but not for Aino, not for Lauma, unfortunately. For Lauma, it's better to use 2-piece or 4-piece Gilded Dreams. So yeah, that's it. You can actually go even without any bonuses. If you have crazy artifacts with a huge amount of elemental mastery, crit damage, some crit rate and energy recharge, just go for it. So yeah, because like the pieces like this one is actually valuable. The pieces like this one with a crit rate, crit damage. You see, like this one with energy recharge. Don't forget about energy recharge. Or like something like, by the way, I got this recently, 22. That's crazy. It's made my day, by the way. You know why? A little bit low and I would struggle. Hey Cloud, how are you doing? Does Zhongli work with Flins? Yes, Zhongli work with any characters. You know why? Because if I'm not mistaken, Zhongli, like yeah, if you mean that pillar, yes. So yeah, because it's like res shredding, like Electro. You see this one? Just a second. Yeah. Like characters protected by the jailed shield will decrease the elemental resistance, physical resistance, like in small AoE will decrease the elemental res and physical. So yeah, Zhongli will work with like but the problem is if you go for Zhongli, like usually Zhongli it's decrease on your DPS. Usually it's like that, but you can't use Zhongli. That is true. I joined Tula. Yeah, that's okay. Like Clouds, that's okay. I dislocated my legs over knee today. Like yeah, like we should. Like yeah, you know what, get well like Cloud, no need to like rush. I do the streams like every second day, every other day, so yeah, you will be alright. Get well like Cloud. You're welcome, Yoni. So yeah, you gone like Yoni, come on. That's it. But yeah, again Yoni, if you want to check my builds, like yeah, you can always like check like I barely change her build, to be honest. You know why? I get used to that build and she's good. She is good with that build. Yeah, I need to level up her burst and that's it. By the way, what I would suggest you to do, at least 9 and after that decide if you have enough Mora, because each level will cost you 700 Mora and like crown and like mats, etc. It's actually like huge investment. But if you ask me, I would suggest you to do that because that one decrease her elemental resistance by 2.5%. On top of that, this one increases like damage you can gain, like yeah, bonus damage. You know, she's actually good. Not gonna lie. Like, if you ask me which one is better, Ineffa is extremely comfortable to play because she is a shielder. But when it comes to buffs, etc., something like that, Lauma is kind of #1. You know, she's just crazy. Hey Orb, how are you doing? I saw the leak for Flins. He's actually better than I expected. Yes, Flins is good, or yeah, like no man, like Flins is good. That is true. Like let's say like that. You still need some like characters, but if you will go for Columbina, going for Flins is not a bad idea. The only problem with Flins, let me just like say that, because you know why? Like many like, it's not the leaks by the way. It was like early access for a Flins. We have early access, and by the way, I have a couple videos on my channel as well. The point is, he is a little bit vulnerable when you don't have ineffa. Ineffa provides a shield. You know, you need a healer. Cookie Shinobu doesn't give enough, so it's possible that players will struggle without ineffa. You know, you can use Zhongli, as Mirak mentioned. You can go Zhongli. Zhongli will work with Flins, by the way. But again, that keeps that in mind that yeah, Flins like a little bit vulnerable because like he gets resistant to interruption, which is he's kind of like I'll hate him, you know, with resistant to interruption. Huge damage, it's pretty good damage, but unfortunately he is vulnerable like without like dodging. So you need to learn a little bit dodge with him. What was the title, by the way? Flins is a new what? Flins is good. No, it's just a topic like Cloud. Like Flins cooking now, it's like yeah, again like Cloud. If you go for Flins, just use the team you told me about, like which is Flins, Cookie, Aino, and who? And Sucrose, and you will struggle a lot. You know like what? Actually, we can actually like let's do the team. So you told me the team like that, right? Let's pretend like my Ineffa is a Flins, right? She's a Polar anyway. Cookie, Aino, and Sucrose, right? Let's just do Vivian. Just like... By the way, I'm not going to use her shield ability. Let's use her shield ability, but yeah, it's kind of going to be a little bit cheating or something, but yeah. And I will show you the struggle. Damn, that's going to be rough. It's like Arlecchino playstyle, I guess. Arlecchino playstyle, you know, like, maybe yes. No, actually, like, let's say like that. It's kind of going to be easy. You know why? Because Arlecchino's resistance to interruption depends on her attack, but Flins get like way more reliable resistance to interruption. So yeah, within 10 seconds. So might be slightly easy, but yes, in general, yes, you need to do some dodge. And the problem is like he is extremely vulnerable. I mean, for damage, like yeah, like you need to get learned to him.
The bond is strong. Out of my way.
Stand clear.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Go claw.
Yeah.
I
Preparing for dust up.
It's not a Flins, of course.
I'll settle this. Animal test 6308.
Insulation chamber deployed.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
Ultimatum protocol. Cognition module.
Okay, the point is, guys, it's going to be like difficult in my opinion, you know. But yeah, you can anyway like do with Flins. Like I hope so. We'll see. It's like oh, it's not like quite like Arlecchino. Arlecchino provides constant damage and Flins mini nuke in a few seconds. No, like it's not like Cloud. Like he didn't compare Flins when it comes to damage or something. When it comes to game, it's kind of the same. With Arlecchino, since Arlecchino also pretty vulnerable, you need to do some dodge, you know. Without, it's kind of like I'll hate him, you know. You need to do some dodge. Without dodge, you actually will die definitely. So yeah. But ineffa can actually do well also. You can use at least one character with tenacity. Tenacity might be useful with ineffa, keeps animal. You know why? You increase the shield strength and also give some attack buff. Because only skill need to attack, and ineffa with that set might be useful for Flins. Ineffa turned out to better than... Oh, ineffa, yes. If you ask ineffa, I like ineffa a lot. Ineffa is actually like extremely crazy, because she is extremely useful. But the point is, again, she is a supportive character. She might be DPS. Her damage is low though. You know why? Because Flins get a lot of damage out of second Nod-Krai, and within his passive, within Ascendant Gleams, within like other stuff. So yeah, he gets a ton of different damages from that. So yeah, if you use like without Nod-Krai, second Nod-Krai, Flins damage is kind of like mid. But with second Nod-Krai, any of them, like either like Aino, like with no Lauma, of course, like yeah, you can use Lauma with Flins, but it's not going to be good. Even though Flins needs some elemental mastery, and he benefits from MAM, you usually build him as attack, like you do with ineffa, you know? Like let's say, usually your Flins build is going to be the same. Like, and by the way, if you don't have like his signature set, you actually can go for Peace Gilded Gem, because it's increased attack and gives some elemental mastery. So it might be like maybe it's going to be like second best set for Flins, by the way. So yeah, usually you build him like that: attack, and crit damage or crit rate. In case of Flins, it's going to be like, since his ascension is crit damage, maybe crit rate might be useful, but it depends on your build. It depends, because ineffa has crit rate as ascension.
Cleanup sequence in progress. based on data from past incidents. Please
Okay,
avoid
so yeah, what we're gonna do? Let's try
small
to do
items
some
such
books.
as Mora.
So guys, if you have so many questions about the Flins, Flins is like building Flins is going to be like, yeah, by the way, about Flins artifacts. Or again, like, yeah, second best is Gilded Dreams, but first is obvious, it's that signature set for him. Or like this one, Knight of the Sky. So yeah, because this one gives him crit rate, by the way. In that case, you can easily go for crit damage circlet. You will get enough, like actually pretty high amount of crit damage. And by the way, this one works actually pretty well with him. But keep that in mind, it's an Nefer or like Aino should be on the team.
Minerals, toys, gummies, snacks, hairbands, socks.
Alright, so yeah, let's do what? Let's try to do some books.
And slipping.
Oh, no, of course it's like that. You know what? If I'm not mistaken, we are going to get, just let me check that real quick. We are going to get like new free weapon. I don't know which one. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's check like this. Recently I got this one, but I haven't. Yeah, if it's available, of course not. Yeah, it's always like that. Oh my god. Alright, so yeah. Let's just... Alright, so yeah, let's... We should get new catalyst if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that catalyst needs like this spaces, okay. Let's do like... Or maybe, no, you know what? Let's just do like that domain. By the way, like today is the last day when you can benefit from like stage and onslaught artifacts farming. Let me check that real quick, because it's the last day. Like, yeah, after that it's better to use like yours. Like, yeah, you can use wherever you want, but challenge rewards. Yeah, like 9 hours. So yeah, after that, so yeah. Like, what is that? It means like, yeah, it gives you additional, like, yeah. And 10 days of like during this period, like players will have a chance to earn additional challenge rewards. So yeah. Now it's gone. Okay. You know, like, actually, like, let's do this books. It's Nefer books, and I assume that it's this book might be. No, let's do it anyway. Books actually are extremely valuable.
Who's there?
Absorption test. Out of my way! Stay clear. Reply!
Do not be afraid.
I hate this game. I hate this game. And you can do nothing about that actually, you know, like... Okay, bye-bye Cloud, bye-bye. Alright, let's maybe farm a little bit, and after that... Yeah, since like...
Use the force authorized. Here comes another.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Lush as the moon.
Couldn't fix it.
Take me up! Annihilation mode. Let's run.
Leave this place. Receive my blessing.
Feel on this.
With one heart, we fight.
Okay guys, that's it for today. So yeah, I will be online on maybe on Monday. So yeah, guys, feel free to join, and bye bye guys, bye bye.